Good morning. It's Vijay here. Welcome to yet another episode of pre-market commentary. Today is the day of Bogi, 13th January 2025. So, what does Bogi indicate and signify? Bogi is the beginning of the Sankrant festival, which is a 4-day festival ending this week. It's celebrated all over South India with great fervor, especially in Tamil Nadu, which was my home for 30 plus years. Uh, so on the day of Bogi, we discard old ideas and look forward to new ideas. So this is a very apt title today for me when I talk about, is it a endless hope or hopeless end? If you just look at what is happening around the globe, also I did a special session where I talked of, things can get better because they are already getting worse. So I was criticized for that again by a few of my friends saying that are you giving endless hope when we are actually at a hopeless end? So let me just go into what's happened last week and where are we, and let's see whether we are at hopeless end or endless hope. Um, so Gift Nifty is indicating some 154 points down. In fact, I think people are looking at the Nifty going to trade below the November 21st lows. So that is one. Then the life insurance December data, business data has come, where the life insurance industry's premiums are down 22%, mainly led by LIC. Private life insurance premiums are up in December by about 7%, but still it is news. So bad news on the Gift Nifty, bad news on the insurance, and bad news also on the FII data, which shows negative once again. So last week was a very bad week for us, and we came down about 2.4%. Kospi, of course, Hang Seng came down by 3.5, Kospi at 3%, and we were the bronze medal winners in that sense at 2.39%. Even the US markets fell and fell badly on Friday. Globally, markets did not do well. Sorry, Kospi was up 3%. So, we were actually silver medals. We got into silver medal. Nasdaq was 2.34%. That got the bronze medal for the worst performers last week. So again, gloom and doom only is there. So we also have the forthcoming events. La Friday was saved because of the IT. Today we have HCL Technologies. Tomorrow we have HDFC AMC. This week is a busy week. HDFC Life Insurance follows on 15th. 16th is big one, two big ones, which is Infosys and Havels. And if you want to have a look at it, please pause and look at what other companies are reporting when they are reporting as far as available data is concerned. HDFC reports later at 22nd January. On that day, Hindustan Lever and HDFC Bank report. So now, what are the cues this morning? Nifty has dragged for the third consecutive session. IndusInd Bank got hammered. So did all other stocks. So there's nothing new. Mid cap and small cap have now started outperforming the Nifty on the downside. They outperformed Nifty on the upside. Now they've started outperforming on the downside. As I mentioned, Nifty IT was the only sectoral index which did well, and primarily because of TCS, and again because it is highly oversold. So we have to see how TCS performs today. Maybe there will be profit booking today because on Friday we had short covering. PSU Bank, suddenly people have got scared and they're selling it left, right, center. Even though banks like PNB have reported a good status, the results will come later. So they have reported the status report for the month for the quarter, and that will be very, very good. Canara Bank has not reported. Canara Bank should also do very well, but nevertheless, people are scared. People are selling first and thinking later. Generally, this kind of behavior is exhibited at the fag end of a downtrend. As I mentioned yesterday, we do not know when the downtrend will end, but this is somewhere in the last innings, one could say. Pharma also was down. Laurus Lab, Aurobindo Pharma, name it, all the pharmas were down. Today there is some good news on Biocon. Incidentally, we hold Biocon, and they got some voluntary action indicated VAI for their Malaysian Biocon Biologics, which is their branch in Malaysia, subsidiary in Malaysia. which should augur well for Biocon if things stabilize. So this is for gold. Now it's slightly down. Treasury yields went up. So just I would like to state here a very interesting thing for the bulls who are now feeling everything is hopeless, and maybe this will give them some hope, which is the Barron's is a magazine which is very popular. So it's a weekly magazine. So end of last week, so they brought in the panel, and all of the panel mostly were bearish. So they start off saying that according to the roundtable pros, where they have this roundtable like CNBC has got every week. So they also have a roundtable every week, and then basically all of them seem to be bearish with a small but equally committed cadre of bulls like what I have. Now this is a very interesting cover of Barron's. See, Barron's and many other magazines are what fall under magazine cover syndrome. So whenever they show a positive bullish cover, then generally the market is about to top out. When they show a bearish cover, they put something bearish news on the cover, generally that is the time when the market will bottom out. This happened in this cover is of 1987 October, when the bulls had collapsed. So therefore this was put on the cover at that time, and invariably that was after the collapse actually in that particular week. And they had all talked about Dow theory flashes sell signal, and they were mocking the market because the market had collapsed on October 17th, 18th of 1987. This was the cover dated 21st October, soon after that event, and that number what we saw on October 18th has never been seen subsequent to that. So sometimes, not sometimes, many a times, these covers indicate exactly the contrary. Now, what is happening in India? This is an interesting chart I thought I should show to the helpless bulls who are hopelessly bullish. You see here, so this was a time when the market had topped out in in September, and it had broken down the August levels. This was the August lows. This was when the N carry trade problem happened. Markets collapsed in 3 days' time, and the third day itself, it bottomed out, and then it struggled, and then it took off. This was September 26th top, and then it collapsed in November. It broke the August 6th lows. So everybody became extremely bearish for about 4 or 5 days. People were extremely bearish. All the analysts said now a major support has been broken, because if you recollect, on August 6th, there was total chaos in the market. And if you break something like total chaos, so then the bear market has started. But then, market pulled back after the 5th day. And then, of course, it did not make a new high. And now again, it broke somewhere in December. And again, people said that August 6th level is broken, and it broke. And then again, it pulled back. Again, it's a lower top. And now it's broken the third time. So people say 3 times it's broken means the bear market has started. And now it is likely to break the November 21st low, which is holding. Now that's the only thing which is holding. So today it could break. It could even break November 21st low. It could even go lower than that. But just look at the RSI. RSI is one thing which works beautifully in a bull market. I still believe we are in a bull market because we are not gone to 20% lower. Only then one can certify it as a bear market. Not even 25. Let's say if it goes about 15% lower, then we can be a little bit scared of it being in a bull market, as a bear market. So today we are still at around 10-12%. We're still significantly away from the definition of a bear market. So if you look at it, the prices are lower, but the index, the RSI is showing higher. There is a positive divergence on dailies in RSI. So I would like to maintain my bullish stance. As I keep mentioning, I'm maintaining my bullish stance till budget. Only on the day of the budget, I will decide whether I have to change it or I have to increase my bullish stance. So I have given you data. My data tells me that there is nothing to really be beyond a point. It's good to be in good stocks. And I think, for instance, today, CPI inflation numbers will come after market. I expect them to be good. And that may give some lease of life to the helpless bulls who are especially bank Nifty bulls. I will go cautiously as I've been doing for the last few days, but I will still continue to buy on decline. I have put my the intraday trading results on my Telegram group and on Twitter. One can have a look at it. And surprising to say, I didn't expect that kind of results, but that's what happened with single strategy of buy BTFD. We have bought on decline. As far as intraday strategy is concerned, it has worked well. On the first 10 days of New Year, also, we have done the same thing. Even though the markets have come down, BTFD strategy on an intraday basis has worked well. I'm assuming that it will continue to work well, at least till budget. You have to be careful in a selection. Entry price, exit price, these two are very important, and that, with thank God, we have been lucky to get the right entries and the right exits. So whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.